they cut it down. The beetle done forever in a row. Can I get a row?
Beatles, widows, boss of ghouls, how are we all doing? Today is the return. Was that a bit much? A little bit too much? I don't know. Maybe I'll turn myself red. Anyway, Paranormal Sins. A lot of people have been asking where it is. Basically, it's a bit of a ball ache to edit there and the noises. A lot of people are like, I don't like the sounds. And I get it. The same sound repeated over and over and over again. It annoys some people. So, if you don't like fart noises to mock or to sin people for things, this isn't for you. For everyone else that thinks farts funny like me, today we're looking at a channel called Paranormal 54, 2.32k subscribers. Take that, Haunted Truth, to keep bitching that I only do big channels. Anyway, this is going to be the Haunted Mason Temple Donnelly House, Chapter 1, Real Paranormal, 30 minutes and 44 seconds. Now, there is a reason that I'm going to do Paranormal Sins on this particular channel. You see, this particular channel used to attend my live streams on occasion, and they come across very nice, very well, and all the rest of it. Asked me to look at the channel a few times, I never got around to it, and woo-hoo-hoo! Did one of these guys take the hump? I'd like to say which one, but I can't remember, because it's not important. But when you're posting on social medias that I am a see you next Tuesday, allow me to fire back, but with constructive criticism, maybe a lot of marking, because Paranormal Sins is a comedy show, so keep your butt hurt at the door, especially you, Paranormal 54, who don't like me, because some people do like me. Let's take a look. It's only 30 minutes. Thank God for that. Only 30 minutes. The following content contains graphic content that may be disturbing to some viewers. Ooh. Ooh, it's a Masonic temple. Always very evil because they're like into Satan and shit. They're not. They base themselves off the Christian thing, but people seem to think that whatever. Don't see laser grids that often. I'm sitting in it. It said "fam" on the window. That counts. I'm actually going to sin this. It's dragging a little bit. Nothing, I'm not calling them fake or anything of the sort. What I'm saying is that cool sort of footage, which I'm all for, but then this sort of 54 productions and then this YouTube stuff, it's just dragging it out a little bit. And I'm saying that as well. You're, 1 minute and 14 seconds into your video. You haven't really done anything other than some B-roll and then subscribe. If you're going to ask for likes and subscribes, do it at the end of your video. Just my personal preference, because then somebody's watched your video and then thought, I enjoyed that, and he's asked me to like it. I will. If you do it at the beginning of your video, before they've assessed whether it is good or crap, cheeky. Yes, I'm being petty.
Annie MacDonald Stone, a resident of Mount Dora and wife to William Stone, found herself a single mother when her husband mysteriously disappeared one day. He was never seen nor heard from again, and it's said that Annie's hair turned white the day of his disappearance. This
Nope, those photographs were all out of proportion. It's another sin.
Left her as a landowner in her own right, often unheard of in those times for women in Florida. She later married John P. Donnelly in 1881. He had gained success in the citrus and real estate industries and would later go on to become the first mayor of Mount Dora. JP had the magnificent George Barber house built in 1893.
That is a beautiful house, and these are some great drone shots and some great B-roll. Not seeing any of that.
As a gift to Annie. The Donnellys had hoped to have children together, but sadly never did, and Annie passed away in 1908, her daughter dying shortly after. JP lived in the house until his death in 1930. The house was then purchased by another prominent resident, D.F. Gorham, and after his death during the Great Depression.
I'm not going to sin it, but in your editing Paranormal 54, you have to match up your frame rate. So, for example, if you're recording in 4K 60 frames per second, in your editing software, make sure that your editing software is set to 60 frames a second, because I made this mistake for a long, long time. Take this as some advice. Match your frame rate, otherwise you get that choppy, stuttery effect.
The house was purchased by the Masons in 1939. The house still serves to this day as Masonic Lodge number 238 and has had many
Says fam.
alterations, including the removal of its grand staircase. It's believed that Annie haunts the house, with reports of her in a long white gown with her youthful dark hair flowing loose. But could there also be spirits of Masons who like to watch over their beloved temple? So please join us as we investigate the Donnelly House in Mount Dora, Florida.
I mean, congratulations, you're 3 minutes and 3 seconds in, and you've only got 4 sins. And one of them was a bit of a jokey one, so fair play. Setting up the gear. Don't often see this. I will not be sinning equipment that I don't believe in, because it comes down to, is it real? Is it really talking to ghosts? Is it not? However, if they claim that it is clear signs of paranormal activity when it is just a REM pod triggering, then I'm going to sin it. Is anyone going to check to see why this REM pod is going off? Could it be that the battery is running out? Anyone going to check? Anyone?
It's not doing it now.
Now it's gone.
Yeah, but there was a loud ding.
Oh, it may have been one of the REM pods upstairs.
That's what I was saying.
I didn't hear that. I just heard the fridge made weird
No,
screeches.
and then it must have been upstairs because I'm right here.
The hell was that? They just said loud bang upstairs, and I heard a weird voice.
What was it? What was it? You didn't hear that.
Is that a thud?
The thud,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, it sounded to me like some sort of voice through a recorder with like echo added to it. It didn't sound like a bang to me.
Heard the thud.
Nobody's going to look? Right, 2 sins. First sin, they claimed it was a bang, and all I heard was one of those, or I heard that device go off. I heard a voice and then reverberation off it. It's just happened again. So, what was the second one for? Alright, I'll keep it at 5. Oh, the second one was because stuff's going off. Nobody's going to look.
Do we need to go upstairs?
Rambo it.
I'm ready to go upstairs. I'm going to take the voice recorder. Go upstairs.
I'm sending that god-awful noise.
Alright, I don't wanna be weird or anything, but did anyone pinch a loaf in there?
No.
It stinks down there.
That noise.
Upstairs REM pod.
You left a REM pod upstairs?
Yeah.
And it just went off.
I'll bet you. I was like, what?
That was the REM pod upstairs going off.
Okay, they've called out the music bot next to them as themselves by laughing and saying, I was like, what? Fair.
Yeah, but isn't that I don't know what those REM pods sound like. Yeah, I got a REM pod down in the hallway where I heard the footstep.
Sounds more like every pod.
Yeah.
Alright, calm down.
I can't. Right, I'm sitting in it. I can't see shit. You got torches and stuff, but you seem to be aiming your torch in the complete opposite direction of your cameras. 8 sins.
Yep. It's that REM pod.
Right, so at this point, if this REM pod has gone off 4 times, you're not asking for anything to interact with it. It's just going off. You may want to consider changing the battery. It's a sin.
Hello? Yep.
I just heard another one.
See, and this is my problem with these styles of investigation. It is equipment dotted absolutely everywhere, and it's the equipment that's leading the investigation. They're waiting for REM pods to go off, and everything's triggering. They're like, "Oh, what was that?" They're not even calling out. So it's another sin. There's your 10th. Right, at this point, you've got to go and change that battery.
Yeah, there's kids playing basketball across the street.
No, he doesn't. He's got enough, and I'm sinning him for not checking that battery again.
No, I think we're pretty covered.
One sin for the cat ball. Cat balls are stupid. Cat balls are useless. Cat balls are pointless. However, I'm not sinning you for that bell because that is actually a proper bell that you have to give a little slap. Kinky bitch. Sorry. From a live stream yesterday. It doesn't got the EMF box on the bottom of it because those things are, from what I've seen of them, ridiculous. And I have one on its way to me by a team that has basically given it to me because they said it's shit. But at least they're using a real one. When you paired it with a ball.
That's fairly strange that REM pod's going off.
Not if the batteries are running out.
Put it right where I heard that footstep earlier.
I can't see a fucking thing.
That's just dope.
It is. This whole room is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I would be inclined to agree with you if I could actually see the fucking thing. It's another sin.
Not a lot of people get to see these kinds of rooms.
I know.
And that's awesome.
I know.
I've seen loads of teams at Masonic lodges. Loads. Especially lately. It's another sin.
It's very sacred.
That's better. We can actually see the room now.
Is it doing it again?
Sure.
That's your battery
told you
dying. Nobody go check it. Nope. Oh, are you going to check it?
Sure.
It's the one on the stairs.
Are you going to...
Going back down?
No, just looking at the.
I can actually see.
All right, homeboy, come on.
Just call it Ghost Homeboy. That's a sin. Checking the REM pod is another sin. So there it is, your 16th.
Are you upside down or something?
Nobody will know because the entire thing is pitch fucking black. You were a third into your video and so far you've done a really cool introduction and then I can't see shit.
It's going off now that we're looking at it.
Go and check it. If you're a paranormal investigation team and you watch my channel, comment down below. Would you be checking the batteries on that thing right now? Because I would. It's another sin.
You in there? How sensitive is that?
2 beeps for yes, 1 beep for no.
How sensitive is that? 2 beeps for yes, 1 beep for no. You didn't answer that question there. Well, he's probably talking to the ghost. But I'm sending it anyway because I'm like a mushroom. I'm a fun guy.
Or no beeps for no because...
No beeps for no. So what if it just runs out of battery? Send.
4.
That was 4, so double yes?
Alright. They're having a laugh. Fair. I was about to sin them then, but they were having a laugh. I thought they were being stupid.
Deb, how sensitive is that?
Double yes or 4 no's?
I mean, Sometimes it seems too sensitive and sometimes it just doesn't work at all, so I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to send it again. If you're going on a paranormal investigation and you know that one of your devices is a little bit too sensitive or sometimes doesn't work, put it in the bin. Stop using it, because it's clearly not working. Oh.
I haven't moved.
What?
I'm going to swap that one out with a different one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that one going off right now?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
I know I can't see again.
Said
It's
she
in.
wasn't moving.
And I didn't move.
Hey, calm down. Yeah.
Oh, great, you've gone from I can't see shit to a black screen so I can't see shit. Here's another sin. What the fuck? Hey, we're on 22 sins. We're nearly halfway there. Swinging on a tree. Once we get to 50, we stop. Joy.
Yeah. I was putting it on you.
Well, hello, I'm Debbie.
I'm John. I'm Richard.
Can't see ya.
I'm Eddie.
Listen.
Or Abe. You can call me Abe.
And we just want to talk to you. We don't mean any harm or disrespect. It's a beautiful building.
I bet it is, but I can't see fuck all.
We're here to communicate with any non-living people or beings. We have a lot of equipment around. If you see any red lights, you can talk into that.
Roxanne. Sorry.
We might be able to hear you on that. We also have some other lights and a bell. You're more than happy to play with. It would be great to let you know, or to let us know, that you want to communicate with us. If we can help you with something.
I'll tell you one thing. It makes such a welcome change to see some chilled out investigators. Whilst this is Paranormal Sins and this is comedy, and yes, I'm taking the piss a bit and I'm over-sinning for some things because it's funny, not because it's bullying, at least they're not jumping up and down, running, screaming, and did you hear that, bro, dude? Did you hear that, bro, dude? Because a REM pod has gone off. At least they're not overreacting to all these other things. Honestly, if they just had some better lighting, this sin count wouldn't be as good as it is.
Or just get to know you. If anyone is here, can you please touch one of our pieces of equipment to let us know you're here?
It's not haunted, mate. You may as well fucking go home.
Sorry. That's better.
Really?
If someone is here, are you a Freemason?
Shut up, Alexa. That, what he did there, is a sin. Now, he said, oh, just checking that it's been actually switched on. What he probably means is that cat ball hasn't gone off for a while because the two little balls inside that roll around that have to touch to set it off are clearly just resting in the off position. So shake it up and put it back. Hopefully one of them will move and give us a false positive. Just my opinion, but this is a comedy show. You can suck my ass if you don't like it.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Hello.
Okay, yes, no prism. Yes, no session. Nobody asked a yes, no question. It went off. Ooh, flex. F it. I'm sending it anyway. It's 25, halfway there.
I've seen that the lights up green, and the other side will light up red. That you could try and light the other side up red for us. You could do that.
Hey, she could read, like, creepy horror stories. She seems to have that narration voice. I think you should do creepy stories wherever you are. I wasn't saying she's got a creepy voice before anyone jumps on me.
If you are here and you
I just pulled the same face as him because I'm bored.
wish to communicate.
I'm not sitting in it.
Use that blinking blue light, and we can use green for yes and red for no. If you're here, you can make either side go off right now to let us know you are here. Can you do that again?
Ghost says no. So they've changed the REM pod
Are you
out,
with the Donnellys?
and it stopped going off. Should have done that at the beginning. But at least you did it.
Are you related to John or Ann Donnelly?
Right, you've got other cameras in there. I am going to sin it because you've been a dick online, so I can be a dick online. Yes, I'm petty. Your camera's gone out of focus like that. You've got other cameras on in the room. You've just shown us a different angle. So cut to that other camera. You can overlay, keep the sound, but overlay to the other camera just so you're not looking at some out of focus dark mess. We can't see. If that yes-no prism goes off now, we don't know there isn't somebody manipulating this somehow. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but we can't see anything. Calling out stomach growls instead of claiming it's a demon. Fair play to them.
Your growls sound like EVP though, if you don't mark them.
It's funny you should say that because a lot of people use these stomach growls on EVP sessions as proof of a ghost. I'm glad you guys haven't done that. You've called it out. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's probably that roll.
No, see if that REM pod goes off.
Annie?
Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Somebody want to check on him as well because he just doesn't look happy.
Are you here with us?
Who's that? Oh. Is it dying?
Well-
Mr. Donnelly here?
Whatever that was going off then, they've called it out as nothing, so fair
Is that
play.
a flashlight? I'm sorry. Like the regular flashlight that they could turn off and on
Where?
on the center? Or is that a camera?
It's camera.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't do the flashlights unless.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
They don't do the flashlights on investigations. Do you know why they don't do the flashlight on investigations? To everyone that's been complaining about me mocking people for using the flashlight trick. Because it's bullshit. These know it's bullshit. Fair play to them.
Are
But
you
I
one of the
still
Freemasons that
can't
didn't want
see.
anything
I can see a quarter of the screen. And even that's dark.
paranormal related happening here in this building?
It's weird how the ticking gets louder the longer you listen to it. It
Yeah.
seems like it's getting really loud.
Right.
I can't actually hear the ticking of the clock.
Annie, what happened to your first husband?
He was hit by a smooth criminal. Alright, sorry.
Tell us. Annie, what do you think of all these men coming in here and taking over your house?
Is this guy okay?
Your beautiful house?
Somebody needs to check on him. Oh yay.
Just stripped all away.
Let's look further into the dark. It's another sin.
Is Charlie here?
I don't even know why I'm wearing them.
I'm not moving.
Can't see anything
I'm here
anyway.
knocking
And
again.
there's a tapping going on over here under my chair.
Is it under your chair?
Under my chair.
Okay, I thought it was coming from the pillar over there.
Yeah.
And I'm not moving.
Okay, it's a sin because number one, we can't hear the tapping. Two, nobody has bothered to go over there with a camera with a microphone on it to put it down there to say there's definitely knocking coming from this chair. That's not investigating.
Yeah.
Lots of outside noises.
Ooh, you got a fast car.
It's like the main stringer on a Saturday night.
Are we going to investigate this knocking? Nope.
And now it stopped.
He moved!
What was that? Like 6 little taps and then it stopped.
Dude, that guy.
Oh, wait, you didn't know he was there! They're not investigating anything, it's another sin.
He's compensating. He's overcompensating.
He's still at it.
Little man. He's got the wee one.
Hey, we exist. Fight the power.
I don't know what to say.
That beautiful window. I love that window.
Yeah, it's really cool from the outside.
Just imagine what this place looked like when Annie and John first built it.
I bet it was absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
I bet it was too, but I
No
can't see
disrespect
shit.
to the Freemasons, but I kind of don't like what they did to the place.
I know. This smells just like the Scottish Rite Cathedral. I
Really?
swear
It
does.
smells like old man armpits.
That's probably why then, because Scottish Rite is.
That's the first thing I
Scottish
thought
Rite.
when I came in here. I was like, Jesus Christ, it smells like armpits in here.
Lovely.
The smell
This
just
is
smells
Florida.
like.
More people need to use deodorant.
True that.
But the Scottish Rite Cathedral in Indianapolis smells just like this.
Hmm.
And that's a branch of the Freemasons, aren't they? Scottish Rite.
Are they? I don't know. I know almost nothing about the Freemasons.
Yeah, like you
I'll give you a little sin there, because if you're going to be investigating a Freemasons Masonic temple, maybe, just maybe, do a little bit of history on it.
were saying that it kind of branched off.
I'm going to branch off to Twin Paranormal.
Old men who don't wear deodorant.
Oh.
Maybe it's butt sweat in the seats.
Well, you know what? I'm adding my own flavor.
Avoid being so disrespectful.
Well, I'm trying to get a rise. Trying to get something to maybe take offense to my razzing.
Ooh, razzing. I haven't heard that word in ages. We're bringing razzing back. What is the point of this guy over there? He's literally just sat there recording his face, but he's not even saying that. Sinning it again.
Annie, I hope you know that we're not being disrespectful to you or to Mr. Donnelly, or your children or grandchildren. We would love to have seen this house when you first built it.
To be fair, maybe one of those sins was a bit harsh. No, it wasn't, because they said, maybe there are dead Freemasons here. But I was going to say that I'm going to take the sin off because they're investigating Annie, not the Freemasons. But they did say at the beginning, are there any dead Masons here? Or words to that effect before somebody picks me up
And
on it.
did you choose the window, the round window? It's a really good choice. I would have chose like that too.
I wouldn't have written fucking fam in the middle of it.
I heard that. It was a little knocking.
That thing going on over here with my chair. It's doing like little baby taps.
You
Any-
feeling any vibrating? Like it's the house just vibrating? Or is it my imagination or
Uh,
my thing happening?
That's you.
Hey, I've put another... I'm so fucking bored. But I've seen them again for the... It's tap in, it's tap in, it's tap in. Nobody has looked for the source of this tap in. Nobody has got up to check. Nobody has moved to another chair to see if the tap in follows them to another chair. Nobody is testing to see if it is just the chair sort of slowly moving or whatever because it's old or... None of that. We'll just call it out and do shit with it. This is not an investigation.
You're not feeling any vibration? You're not? Nobody?
That's a you problem.
It's a you problem. I'm feeling lethargic.
That means somebody's here then. They're just maybe measuring us up, maybe watching us.
Absolute bollocks. It's a sin. Just because your chair is creaking doesn't mean that somebody's here. You've been calling out for all of this equipment to trigger. Fuck all has happened. So now it's like, yeah, there's a couple of creaks that I can't hear. Must be the ghost.
Well,
Bollocks.
if you are here, why don't you go over there and tap that bell?
Honestly, I'm above making jokes about dead people touching his bell end. Again, calling it tummy rumbles, fair, but, you know, investigate the actual noises that are
Seriously,
not coming from your
this
stomachs.
chair is making noise.
Then turn a fucking light on and look for... It's a sin.
Without, I'm trying my hardest not to move, and it's going.
Yeah.
So why can't I hear it? Why aren't you putting the camera down with the light on to see what is causing it? Oh, Jesus.
Annie, if you're here with us, could you set that device, that little triangle on the floor, could you set it up to green again?
It's moving.
As I understand, there was supposed to be a third floor built onto this house for John and Annie's kids, but they never had any.
Right. If you don't have night vision capabilities, just turn a light on. There's power in this house, just turn the lights on. You may as well. I'm sinning it. I can't see a thing. So, if somebody was to call you out for, say, I don't know, triggering your equipment, you have zero argument because we can't see. This is helping you, not picking on you before anyone starts that nonsense.
Are you upset about that? Did you already have plans in the works to build that floor?
Fair play, calling out the noises.
Did you just sigh?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Fair play.
I got a little like.
Pressure whenever I talk about shit like that here. Whenever I bring them up, I just feel tightness.
When you bring up,
Anything like controversial with them?
You can turn your camera up if you want, or your light. I mean,
so, oh,
Please.
yeah, you can turn it up if you want.
well.
Pretty
you said I
please.
was blinding him, so. I figured I was blinding you all.
You are.
How are you blinding anyone? You're all blind right now because you can't fucking see. It's a sin.
Well, I wasn't pointing at you. I was pointing at Richie. Trying to blind him.
That light next time was brighter than that man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He chose his seat.
I did it on purpose.
I'm bored. I'm actually bored.
REM pod.
Yep. I heard a thump right before the REM pod went off
So
too.
did I.
Me too.
I didn't. Nobody's getting up to go and check these things. What is wrong? Why?
It's the one on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Make sure it's not like Carly.
Are we all going to the car? It's just you. No, she's gone to bed in the car.
Okay, so two of them are going to check this REM pod. Finally, after all this time. I'm not taking a sin off because this is the most lethargic, boring thing I've had my eyes on in quite some time. And yes, I know I'll say real paranormal investigations are boring, but look at the editing style of real paranormal teams that don't fake this shit. The editing kind of makes up for the lack of anything going on. You can be a real team and make an entertaining video. This, for me, isn't that entertaining because A, I can't see a thing that's going on. B, they're not investigating anything. They're just sitting there waiting for things to trigger. There's the odd calling out, but they're just talking amongst themselves, making jokes. Nothing inappropriate. Nothing has pissed me off. But this isn't an investigation. This is like people hanging out in a Masonic lodge with gadgets everywhere, waiting for the gadgets to bring the ghost to them. And this is why I don't like gadgets.
It's vibrating so much, it's making me feel weird.
Was that water bottle here when we got here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed it when I sat down earlier.
Richard's like, I'm going to sit over here then now. Yeah. Filming me.
Great.
Nah, he's used to it. I
Now
filmed him all the
everyone
time.
is in the pitch black and we can't see anything.
I always want to feel these taps in this
It's
chair.
another sin.
Yeah, mine's tapping like crazy right now.
I've just got vibrations really bad.
Mine stopped after we talked about it.
Mine haven't. I think it's just slowly. I don't know.
My tummy.
I have to say it because, you know, it really does sound like EVP on the camera.
I guess my stomach doesn't grumble, because I don't ever...
Mine's always, every time we investigate.
Wait, I can see something.
Annie, what do you do in the evenings? We apologise for being here so late. You're rather rude, visiting so late.
Please!
Piano?
Turn on the lights! Pretty please!
Read books? What? Is it
Probably the tour guide.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure. Huh? Yeah, he went to probably picked up when he closed the door. That was vibration.
The fuck was the point in that? Freeze frame, like, holy shit, have they just caught this full body apparition? Tour guide. But they do the bass drop like it's something paranormal, and then tour guide.
Because the bathroom doors were right.
freezing your butt off outside.
No, not really. Not at all, actually. I got this little thing on my head. I love this weather. Do y'all mind if I sit in for a moment?
Oh, no, please, join us. Maybe they'll be more active with you because they know you.
We'll see. What if anything to report?
Well,
No, absolutely nothing. Zip, diddly squat, fuck all, nada.
the REM pod at the on the landing has been going off intermittently. We can't explain why.
Right where you get off the stairs.
Right, yeah, right here at the top of the stairs.
I also heard her footstep, I believe, while coming in here to shut the lights off. I was standing there, hit the switch, and then I heard the creak of the floor behind me. And him and I were in here walking, trying to recreate that, and it couldn't get the floor to creak by being in here.
So the one weird thing, potentially, that you've had that doesn't involve equipment, you didn't record it.
In that stairwell, we've caught a lot of orbs in it, following people down the stairs.
There would be dust falling off them, and then the vacuum of the draft behind them from passing through the space. I might there's only I was about to say I'm done. I'm bored out of my skull. I'm tapping out. But there's only 5 minutes left, so for you guys.
We've caught on camera, again, this is a lot of this stuff you can find on our Facebook page. That's, again, that dog.
It's exactly how I feel. Do you know what? Cut out the yawns and all the rest of it. It's a sin. Wish we could have got to 50 quicker. With the greatest of respect that I can muster from one of these guys being so just nasty for the sake of it online, this is shit. Being respectful, this is shit. I would rather watch this than Twin Paranormal and all that sort of stuff, but it's boring. And you're not investigating any of the sounds, so this isn't a ghost hunt, like overhyped and over the bollocks. But at the same point, it's boring. You're not trying anything. You're just sitting around waiting for your devices to trigger. Even your calling out, there's hardly any compared to the just general chit-chat. I'm bored out of my skull, and I can't see anything. I'm sorry, despite your piss-poor attitude on... This is a boring, bland video because I can't see anything and you're not investigating. You're just waiting for shit to trigger and talking amongst yourselves.
Dog. They came into the house, just stared up the stairs.
Is this being narrated by the Midwest Ghost Hunter? It kind of sounds like him. And this is it. Hi, Midwest.
Just watched. most of the EMF activity in the house, most consistent, is in front of the stairs and then along the wall where the clock and the sofa and all of that is.
Look at all those flight cases for the cameras and the gear and all the rest of it. Stop spending money on all of the shit that's all over the house, the beeps and flashes, the flashy doodads. Get rid of all that, or stop buying that, and either buy a night vision camera, which this is one of, this may be CCTV from within the house itself, or buy some decent lighting. You can buy panel lights. They're great. They light up rooms pretty well. I mean, that one over there that I'm using as a key light is actually a panel light that I meant to take in investigations.
We had the flux light up once too.
Yeah. And there was a strange tapping under my chair.
The chair you're sitting in?
Mm-hmm. And I'm not moving. I wasn't
There is actually somebody sat over there.
moving. You know, they heard it too. And then after we talked about it, it stopped.
It's vibrating like crazy.
Then show us. Prove it to us. Put the cat ball on the chair that's vibrating, because if the cat ball repeatedly keeps going off, the chair is vibrating, and then you work out why the chair is vibrating, instead of just sitting there saying, this is moving, that's clicking, that's vibrating, that's a sin, because you're not investigating any of the normal things that you're basically like, oh, what is this? What chair is vibrating? Let's not look.
You are?
The house
Area.
floor, yeah. Doesn't really nobody else feels
I don't
it?
feel
No.
But I never can get over that nobody else feels it when I do.
Just do this every week.
Only when it's
Do you know what would make this so much better? Yvette Fielding.
Yes, Carl. I've heard just over there. I've heard it gets very moist down the middle. Carping me. What was that?
Lee from Three Spires Paranormal. Corvette wielding. You're welcome.
a location that's haunted.
And I'm waiting, because we'll review the digital voice recordings. We're gonna get Debbie.
Since we've been up here, that REM pod on the landing right there hasn't gone off.
No.
Nothing except for the clocks. The one time.
And I think that was just pure accident.
At least they're calling that out for what it is.
It's because we were joking around. I think whoever was here thinks we're disrespectful.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's a bit of a stretch. Fuck it, it's a sin.
A brother Mason, perhaps?
We're not going to get to 50, though.
A past Mason?
Putting the bell out, leaving a camera on it, fine.
A brother of Lodge 238?
1, 2, 3, 8.
We would love for anybody that's here to come and talk with us.
Just a thought, but when they say, no, you had a footstep earlier, you had these knocks earlier, could it have been this guy that's obviously in the house? I'm not saying it because only they would know, but still. Oh, thanks. There wasn't a ghost. I accidentally pulled my wire and it threw my pen. Now, in the already dark video that I can't see fuck all in, one of the only light sources available that is making things visible to us has been turned off. Sin.
If anybody wants me to turn this back on, I can turn it back
Yeah, turn it back on.
Yeah, I usually go night vision, but
Yeah.
I don't have night vision.
We don't do night vision.
If you don't want us to be,
Don't do night vision. Absolutely fine. Fair enough. So if you're not going to do night vision, turn the lights on because your audience wants to see what you're doing, what is happening, if something is happening. You're just filming in the dark. You're filming in the dark. If I wanted to watch the dark, I'd close my fucking eyes. There it is. Look.
here, can you make that blue light go off?
So the curator has walked off. Because fuck all is happening.
There's a concierge bell on the podium in the middle of the room.
It's a good word. Concierge. Reminds me of Tim Curry from Home Alone 2.
If you can tap that bell.
Something to keep in mind is the servant that would have been in the household. You wouldn't know of any of their deaths. They would have been African American
Mm-hmm.
citizens who, several of them likely would have lived their entire life here and died at some point, but they're female. Obituary in a newspaper.
We join ourselves at home, guys? Because I'm not.
Brother Mason here with us. William Clancy, are you here? What about John? John Donnelly? JP, first mayor of Mount Dora? Husband to Annie?
How many rooms are in this house? Your investigation is up in a minute. This has been a complete waste of my time. It's honest, I guess, but if you've got a video where everything is flat and nothing is happening, nothing is triggering, try something else. Try some experiments. Try moving around the house. Try antagonizing. Try anything other than just sitting there.
See, I told you I have to.
That legit sounded like some dude's voice.
I told you I have to say.
You have an amazing gut there. He's sitting there talking.
Me
at
too.
Which is why you'll hear me keep saying tummy, because my tummy sounds like a voice.
Oh, I can't wait to watch the second part of this. Jeez, there's more to that. There's more nothing to go with the fucking big bag of nothing that I've just sat through. It's a nothing burger. This is going to McDonald's drive-thru saying, "Can I have a burger, please?" You drive up to the next window and they do this. And you go, "There's nothing. I'm eating a nothing burger. I've watched a nothing video." Now, for the amount of bitching you've done on the social media about me being this horrible bastard, maybe you want to put out some content that I could actually react to, because this, nothing. I'm fully aware you can go to a location and nothing happen. I do it all the time. So do plenty of other people. But you'll put in some cool B-rolls and you cut all the bollocks out. And if your chair starts knocking, get the camera under there. Like, right, let's work out what this knocking is. There's no explanation for this knocking. Maybe that's something. You did none of that. Y'all just sat her up. Did I just say y'all? I've been watching too much American stuff. I just said y'all. You all have just... Fuck. I've just been sat about, talking to yourselves, talking to each other. One guy sat there doing that. The other guy's yawning, and then when some guy that works there walks through the house, boom, bass drop. He works here, it's fine. Pointless. So we didn't get to the 50 sins and have to stop the video halfway through, which is a nice welcome change. They got a grand total of 44 sins in 30 minutes, which, to be fair, is probably the least amount of sins we've ever done. It's also one of the shortest videos we've ever done. But my God! See anything? They were claiming there were taps and bangs, and I couldn't hear them. A nothing burger. I don't know who commented that this was a nothing burger in my comment section, but I like that saying. I have now adopted the nothing burger saying. You're welcome. Apparently I've adopted y'all as well, because I just said it like a knobhead. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. I do apologise. I can't be responsible for what I react to. If you're bored at home, I'm sorry. Hopefully I made it a bit more lively for you with jokes. I repeat, Paranormal 54, they were jokes. You don't have to get your panties in a twist and shout off about me even more on social medias. Alright? Just because I didn't watch your channel in time for you. Have a fantastic day. Much love to you all. Bino out. You don't have to get your bun. You don't have to get your panties in a twist. If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit. Don't